Hey fellas, how you doing? It's Johnny. Hold on a second, I brought some stuff today. Right, I want to show you something. What's that? Strawberries, blackberries, sweet corn, tuna in sunflower oil, water, this is some basmati rice. What does this mean? It's a secret to overcoming social anxiety disorder. For years, when I had very bad social anxiety, I couldn't go and meet people. I couldn't meet people because I was frightened of people. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of myself, and it terrified me. So what I did for years was, I got depressed because I had an avoidant personality. I avoided people. I didn't go to social events. I didn't get around large groups of people. I kept myself very isolated. I socialised with a few close friends at the time, but I was always hiding, and I was always nervous, and I was always anxious, and I couldn't speak to you. I couldn't speak back then how I'm speaking now. Calm, relaxed, happy, social anxiety free of social anxiety. Love myself, love people, really confident. Now, when I first started to explore overcoming it, if you've been following my YouTube channel for a long time, you'd know my story. I met a guy called Floyd. He inspired me, he was good with women, he helped me. I spent many years practicing getting good with women. Now, I can't say that didn't help me because it massively helped me. Of course, going out, speaking to women, it built my confidence, but it didn't give me full confidence. And interestingly enough, sometimes you do things that you think are helping you, and they do help you in the short run. In the long run, they damage you. So there's a contradiction. Because I went out for years and I had an avoidant personality, I was addicted, I put all my emphasis and self-esteem in approaching women to unconsciously get rid of my social phobia, stop hating myself, stop feeling hate towards people when everyone's judging me, and obviously to be liked and all the rest of it. So I got good with women, but I didn't get good with myself, because when I got into relationships, I got depressed, I got afraid, I got angry, had all these problems with my mood. I never realised years later, of course it was the large packs of Jaffa cakes, it was the junk meals, the KFC, the McDonald's, excessive. I was so addicted, and I always thought I just got a sweet tooth. No, I didn't just have a sweet tooth, I was carrying a lot of trauma and pain. So I was eating bad food. When we eat bad food, of course we're going to have anxiety. That's why I changed my diet. Now, bearing in mind, I've made a few attempts at changing my diet along the years. When I did weight training many years ago, and I got in fantastic shape, very muscly. I'm not in that shape anymore. I'm still in good shape, but I'm not muscly, and my body's just quite, normal. But I was very ripped because I focused on my diet and I trained. So this is the same principle with how I've made a second transformation. If you've seen my first transformation years ago after I met Floyd, you just see the change. Now I feel I am a true self. I healed my trauma in the past with my dad. I had a lot of pain with my dad. I changed my business model that I always wanted to do. My teaching changed. I'm so much more happier. Well, fantastic relationship myself. And that come at a cost of stopping my addiction. So if you see my last videos, no fat. I make a bit of a joke. Hold on. Social anxiety disorder. So SAD. SAD, social anxiety disorder. No SAD, no social anxiety disorder if you stop your addictions. If you can't stop eating junk food, that's why for a metaphor I've got the strawberries and stuff, because what we eat affects how we feel. And this is so obvious. I heard this so many times growing up, and I just like, yeah, it makes sense, but no, you don't understand. You really don't understand. So I've got some blood I shaved. What you eat affects how you feel. When you've got social anxiety disorder, you are incredibly sensitive to everything. The phone rings, you get nervous. Someone criticizes you, it hurts you. So the addictions is stopping your addictions is more important than actually approaching women or going to events, socializing with people. Because if you eat bad behind the scenes, and if you watch pornography, and if you're jealous and you're angry, and you're going to be a jealous and angry person if you watch that stuff and take in that energy, you are going to feel a lot of anxiety around people. So what I'm saying to you is, you combine the two. And this is what my teaching is all about in my 6 weeks program. It's all about helping people to obviously take a practical approach. Of course, speak to people, you have to do that. That's inescapable. But what's even more important is the diet, is what you eat. And I'm not just talking about the diet of food, that is very important. And obviously you could go one further than me. Some people could say, well, tuna and sunflower oil is still not healthy. Well, for me, that's a massive step up and I feel really good. And I'm still working on my diet. And that could be, you know, so you could take it to the highest level as you want. You could, I don't know, you could eat corn or go to Whole Foods and eat plants, whatever you call it. And I'm probably going to work my way up to that, a vegan diet. I always say go to the best you can go to. This is really working for me. And the reason I eat good, because if I don't eat good, despite all my success and how I feel, I start feeling depressed. So, no pornography, no cheating people, no stealing, no eating bad food. Massive confidence. This is how you build confidence. And I'm not joking, guys or girls. I'm not joking because I've got experience. I've got actual proof myself. It sounds weird to say this. When you're in alignment with who you are and you eat right and you think right and you have the right people around you, you attract the things you need. That's why I feel arrogant saying this. My old model of going out meeting women was to approach women. I did that, I was in a different place then, I learned a lot from that. I don't do that anymore, I just naturally socialise with people. If I happen to bump into a woman, we get talking and something develops from it, fantastic. But most of the times women come to me. And that sounds really arrogant, I feel arrogant when I say it, but it's the truth. Because they feel the energy, they see that, they see the joy on you. I feel a bit embarrassed to describe myself, but I'm using myself as a metaphor. Look around you at people that are successful and happy. You can see it in their face. I knew it when I was first starting out. I was depressed. I could see who's happy, who's depressed. It shows on people's face. It's obvious. You can see it in everything. You look more attractive when you eat the right food. And you know, it's like what my mentor said. It's not what you eat. It's what you feed. Because it's a separate personality. It's the social. I said it in my last video. It's the social anxiety shadow. If you feed a shadow, the part of you that is coping and escaping, it's the same guy. It's the same guy who talks bad about people, or girl. It's the same guy that gets jealous of all his friends do well. I used to be like that. It's the same guy that doesn't trust anyone. It's the same guy that doesn't trust himself. So of course, if you can't trust yourself to eat the right foods, you probably won't trust people in relationships. It's very important. Some people would say, this is a bit extreme. Of course it's extreme, I have to. I come from a background of suicidal thoughts, negativity, violence, anger, addictions. I had to do away with that, so I did the extreme. So all those addictions were very good teachers in teaching me the complete opposite. And it's not extreme. For me, I love living like this, it makes me happy. It's not stressful, it's not like waking up saying, oh my God, I can't watch porn, I can't eat bad. It's just habitual now. Same with the meditating. For me, this is all part of diet. Diet is not just the food you eat, it's how you live. It's what's around you, it's the energy that you take in. And I've been going through this minimalistic type of lifestyle the last 2 years, and I can't tell you how much joy I've got. And now I don't need women to make me happy. I don't need money to make me happy. I don't need other people approving me to make me happy. I'm finding so much happiness in myself. And of course, all those things, money, and people liking you and attracting women, they come anyway. They come at a consequence of you getting yourself aligned. I just made a decision myself about 2 years ago. I'm not going to do things half-assed and expect results. There's no point. Same attitude when I first got into meeting women. I wasn't going to go out for half an hour a day like a lot of guys were. I was going to go out for 8 hours a day. Why am I going to go out for 8 or 10 hours a day? So I want to be the best I can be. I want to master it. So the same with the diet, with the porn. I'm not judging anyone. People can do what they want. Some people say nothing's wrong with porn. If you enjoy watching porn, that's your freedom. I'm not here to force anyone. This works for me. This is a big part of my teaching in my 6 weeks program. Most people that come to my 6 weeks program, if not all, are very addicted in their life. They're addicted to jealousy. They're addicted to people pleasing, they're addicted to being angry, they're addicted to cheating relationships. I did all these things, so I know exactly why you're doing these things and how to get out. So the diet is the first start. And I said it in another video. Once you remove one addiction and you can fight it, and once you get rid of it, you get the joy. I can't explain it. You get the exchange, you get a new talent. So if you give up porn, you could become a writer. If you give up porn, you could start your own business. You think I'm joking? That sounds so extreme. It's the truth. Because the lack of self-control that can't stop going on porn is the same personality that can't stop judging people. It's the same personality that wants to talk to a woman that he likes at work but can't do it because there's too much voices in the head. Or the same personality that is around negative people and allowing people to bully you and abuse you. That's what I did years ago. I let people bully me and abuse me because of low self-esteem and unconscious fears of abandonment. They all link back to an addictive personality. So I say, become addicted to virtue. Get addicted to love. Watch how confident you'll be. I guarantee you, if you work on your diet, stop watching porn, you will have confidence to go and meet people. Of course, you're going to have a little bit of anxiety. We all get a little bit of bodily feelings when we go and meet new people. I get that myself sometimes. That doesn't mean you're not confident. I know everyone else does. But then once you get into the situation, you start talking, it wears off, you feel good. But it's very different when you've got severe social anxiety. I'm not joking you. Stopping watching porn, changing your diet could save you from suicide. I hope this video will help a lot of people, because a lot of people with social anxiety commit suicide. A lot of people have jumped on train tracks. It's not funny, it's very serious. A lot of people have killed themselves because they're in so much pain. And the pain's coming from a trauma in the past and they don't know how to deal with the pain. So part of cleaning yourself up is getting used to being in pain. I'm in pain a lot of the time. But it's not being in pain at the cost of being unhappy, it's being in pain at the cost of feeling amazing. So I want to leave you with that and give you something to think about. Enjoy the process, change your diet, stop your addictions, become honest and congruent. You will attract everything in your life that you want and your social anxiety will vanish.